So this was a pretty good episode of Blue Exorcist, at least in my personal opinion it was. So we are about to see the finale take place between the Impure King, Rin, and also Sugurou. Sugurou ends up putting up this dome-shaped spear to avoid the Impure King from spreading. The reason how he did this was by using the mantra in order to summon his phoenix-like demon thing, okay, that has been helping the Myoda Temple for generations and generations. And this thing is preventing the Impure King from spreading out into the city even further, because if it does, it's really poisonous, and obviously it will wreak more havoc, costing many people's lives. So while Sugurou is keeping things together when it comes to the Impure King spreading or getting bigger than it already is, Rin has to do more of, the handiwork when it comes down to kill off the Impure King. But he doesn't really know how to do that himself. And he's also scared that, if he uses his blue flames, he is going to end up hurting someone else in the process. And also, if, he's going up against this thing, it's really beyond his imagination. He does not know how to deal with this thing. He's never dealt with a problem similar to like this before. A lot of people's lives are at stake, and that is why, he is just so scared, and he cannot even, unsheath his sword. And even Sugurou, we saw a panel where Sugurou was looking directly at Rin, and he sees Rin shaking. So that goes to show you that he is still scared, and if he's still scared, he is not going to be able to unsheath his sword. We already know he is going to, most likely by next episode, but right now, Rin is in a little predicament into which he cannot unlock his sword, and if he does not, the Impure King will definitely spread out throughout the vicinity, and pretty much everyone will die. So pretty much in this whole episode, everyone is doing what they can in order to defeat the Impure King and keep it from spreading out. Some of the members of the Myoda sect are using these salamanders in order to fight away the Impure King from spreading. We have Sugurou using his phoenix to pretty much incapacitate the Impure King, keeping it from spreading and also getting bigger. And we also see that the other members of the Myoda sect, including Juzo, end up arriving at the scene with Yukio and also Mr. Toto, and basically they're about to fight it off, or at least what it looks like. But my favorite part of this episode, besides all of that, besides all the fighting that's about to take place, my favorite part of this episode is when they unveiled that Yukio does have underlying demon-like powers within him. Now, I can't really say as to how Yukio has activated this, or, why it is just popping up now in the first place, because, well, I haven't read that much of the manga, and I'm pretty sure that's explained later on. But if you have seen the Blue Exorcist movie, there's actually one scene with Mr. Fujimoto actually in it, and it's where he actually discovers Rin as well as Yukio in this cave, I think it was. I could be wrong on that. But it's when he discovered these two brothers for the very first time. So the son of Satan, that would mean that the son of Satan has actually had two children, or something along those lines. Each and every one having a specific demon-like power. And maybe even Mr. Fujimoto knew that pretty much, Yukio was less dominant than Rin. Rin was the dominant one who inherited, his demon-like powers. However, this episode showed that, in a way, Yukio still has some demonized energy within him that he could possibly unleash later on in the series. And then it also brings up the question as to, why this is happening now, because if you remember, in Season 1 of Blue Exorcist, we actually see Yukio technically become a demon at the very end of Season 1, where everything just got really convoluted, really confusing, and just utterly, stupid. It was bad at the, last few episodes of, Blue Exorcist Season 1, but we saw that. We saw a glimpse of Yukio's demon-like energy, so to speak. And in this episode, it pretty much clarifies that the dude actually does have some, underlying energy within him. Will it actually be used later in the story? Will, it activate and, you know, spread throughout his entire body, kind of like how it's doing to Rin? How is he going to be able to control it? Will he actually go up against Rin, kind of like how it was done in Season 1? You know, we don't really know. I don't even know, because, again, I've only, you know, read a few portions of the manga. I pretty much read through up to the Kraken arc, which is basically after this arc in the series. So I have all the volumes. I really do need to go ahead and read that. But yeah, I'm very curious on that as well. So yeah, that about does it for this episode, really. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I thought this was a good episode. What did you think about it? Let me know your predictions for the next episode. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Love you all. I'll catch you all in the next one.